Tony held a green onion and shoved it into a dragon's rear. The dragon tried to struggle, but was pinned down by the animals. Tony began pulling out all sorts of things, and finally yanked out 5 swords. It turned out Tony was a veterinarian. One day, Tony went to the palace to treat the queen. He entered the bedroom with his animals, sending a puppy to sniff around. Then he put on swimming goggles, and dove into the fish tank to communicate with an octopus. He flipped through books, and discovered the queen had been poisoned. He placed a mantis behind a painting to eavesdrop, then led the animals to search for the antidote. The ministers plotted to make sure Tony never came back. Before long, the ministers' warship caught up to Tony's sailboat. Tony ordered the animals to activate the sonic device. A whale received the signal and came to help, quickly shaking off the warship. The map was hidden in a pirate's treasure vault. Tony disguised himself and sneaked onto the island, bribing ants with sugar, and successfully opening the door. But he was still discovered. The island chief tied Tony up, and released a tiger to eat him. A gorilla arrived just in time to defeat the tiger, but the notebook was still taken by the ministers, and they destroyed Tony's sailboat. Tony lost hope. Seeing this, the island chief decided to help Tony, and gave him a steamship. Although the steamship was old and worn, with the whale's help, Tony reached the location of the antidote. To avoid the minister's troops, Tony led the animals along a mountain path. Unexpectedly, the ministers reached the cave first, but failed to find the fruit. The ministers and Tony argued, accidentally waking a sleeping dragon.